So, very good. I'm here with Israel and
So
Shelter.
do I have to look at the camera or?
You
No,
can
whatever.
Okay.
You can give me if that's
let
easiest.
it be natural.
Okay.
Right. So, but I'm here. We're here today with Israel and Shelter, who are from Zimbabwe. They have a church or they have a school that they've started out for children who are who can't go to school ordinarily. And so I was going to ask you both to tell us something about this. And Shelter, you're the one who really wanted to start this. What made you want to start this school for these children?
Yeah, I have a passion for children. So I started this when we were in COVID. That was 2019,
Yeah.
when there was a COVID pandemic. So the children were not going to school. So I started by teaching my own children at home. So because I'm a teacher by profession, so I started by teaching my own children, and the other kids, they started coming to my home, and the others, they were not going to school. They were not enrolled at any school. So I started them at my house, and they started coming, and there were many. So I have a land from my father. So we decided to just build temporary structures so that we can occupy the kids. So now they are almost 150.
Yeah.
150 kids.
Yeah.
So you started by teaching your own children at home during COVID.
During COVID. And other children just came.
Right.
Just came in. So I have passion for children.
And
So
most
I
of these,
just allowed them to come.
right. And most of these children who are at your school now, you said 150?
They are now 150.
150
Yeah.
children. Are they're children from the neighborhood?
Yes, from the neighborhood. And
Why do they come to your school instead of going to another school?
most of the children we have, they are orphans.
They're
They
orphans.
don't have parents, or they have a single parent. Some of them, they are vulnerable. They can't go to government schools.
They can't go to government schools?
They can't afford to go to government schools.
Ah.
So they just come.
So how much does it cost to go to a government school in Zimbabwe?
So right now the government is charging like $20 a month.
Yes.
So which means a school term, which is 3 months, it
It's
will end up to be
$60.
$60.
Yes.
The term.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And most of the parents of these children, how much money do you think they earn in a month?
Yeah, so they are not formally employed. Most
Yeah.
of them, they are
Vendors.
and
Yeah.
most of them, they sell recycled plastic. They go and pick garbage and
Yeah.
sell it. So in a month, they hardly make $50. They
Yeah.
hardly make $50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. But anyway, so you started teaching these children, and what made you want to do this? What was it about teaching these children that made you want to keep doing more? What did you see in the children?
I see potential in these children, but they have nothing. They don't have money to go to any school, but I see potential in these children.
So you see a lot of potential in the kids.
Yes.
I mean, you must think sometimes, I could stay home today. I could rest. I don't have to do all this work with these kids every day. What makes you want to keep doing this? There's some work to it, right?
Yes. Our community in Epworth, we don't have, what can I say? We don't have some people who do have some some jobs, some
Okay. So most of the people are not formally
employed
Right.
because
Yeah.
of lacking education or some.
Right.
They lack education. So it was my passion to see our community
being kind of
being,
uplifted and
being,
transformed.
being
Right.
transformed. So I just wanted to impart something in these children so that they can get something
In future.
in future.
Right.
They don't have for now. They don't have anything, but I know when they have educated, they will do.
So
They
on a
do.
typical child that would come to the school, what would their home life look like? What would their, like getting up in the morning the rest of their day, but what would their home life look like? Who's in the home?
Yeah, so because of the situation in Zimbabwe, most of the children are orphaned because of HIV and AIDS, and others, he say that they've been deserted by the fathers who have gone to nearby countries to work and never return. So usually they are waking up to just child-headed families and also maybe looking up to a mother. So because of that situation, sometimes they have to skip breakfast or eat lunch. So you can go on 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day. So typically that's a day. Or they end up in the street begging for money, looking for foodstuffs from people who can help. So typically that is it. And some they end up now, if there are no care, they'll end up in drugs because nobody's looking after them. They are idle. They are just running around in the streets.
I see.
And now they are spending most of their time at the school.
Yeah.
Right. So how many teachers are in your school?
We are six.
Six teachers?
Yes, including me. Yes, six.
Yeah.
6 plus you.
So we have five teachers
And you.
and me.
So
make
six altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are the teachers there paid? How much do they receive for pay?
So most of our teachers are voluntary.
Right.
They understood what we are doing, so they know it. So currently we are not paying anything. We are not
Right.
committed because we are not getting anything even from the kids. So they are volunteering their time,
Right.
just serving the kids. Some of them they have just finished the training, teacher training, and also they haven't been employed. So while they are waiting, they find it fit to volunteer their time with us.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So the 6 teachers, they all work for free. No one's getting paid anything.
Yeah, there are 5.
You are also a teacher. They are not paid anything.
They are not paid anything. They are just volunteer.
Right. For the schooling, work, they're not paid anything.
And we thank the Lord for that.
Yeah. Okay. So if there was now the people who work at Africa Imports and the people who are our customers have sent money to help with some of the school costs. Can you tell me how that's made a difference for the kids in the school?
So the major difference that I see is them getting education, but mostly also getting a meal at the school, because some of them might be the only meal that they will have for that day. So that is one of the huge impact it will cost. And also, if we manage by God's grace to have something for the teachers, it will give a smile for them, and they will do their work knowing that also God is providing for them.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, very good. Is there anything else that you would want the people who work at Africa Imports or the people who buy from us to know about the help that their work and purchases is doing?
Yeah, I think from my side, I just want them to know that they are making a huge impact in these 150 kids plus. Now we are in our 3rd year running, and some of them will be soon going to higher school.
Secondary.
So it's a huge impact and a transformation in their lives. Some who came at our school without knowing how to read and write, now they can now read and write. So it's kind of those things that I would love them to know, that they bring a huge impact in the life of these children, and also providing for their meals, what meal a day. Yeah.
And some of them they came to our school whilst they are not of the exactly ages.
Yeah, we also have some who are enrolling. Instead, their age is supposed to be in grade 5, but they haven't been seen
To school.
the door of a class, so they are going back to grade 1, starting at that age. So we are trying to bridge the gap so that they can catch up with their ages. Yeah.
Right. I hear your daughter is also helping you with the schoolwork.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's helping us.
How old is your daughter?
She's 19.
19.
Eh,
And what exactly does she do at the school?
she's taking grade 5.
She's teaching grade
She's
5.
taking grade.
Yes.
She's teaching grade 5.
So she finished the high school last year. So during a gap year, she's supposed to start university next year.
Next year.
But she decided to use her gap year to help at the school with teaching. So next year, if things went well, she will go to start at university. She wants to do nursing. She has a passion for nursing, but right now she's teaching.
All right.
Yeah, she's helping us a lot.
Yes. Is there anything else that would be good for people to know, that you would like for people to know about the school and the schoolwork that you do, or the children at your school?
Yeah, maybe if they can know about the background of Epworth, the community that we stay in. It started as an informal settlement where people just settle themselves, but later regularized. The majority of those people are poor and vulnerable, but more the same, they also need education, they also need the basic things that we who are able can get. So, and the school also has found recognition with people. People, they now know it, and they recommend others to send their children there because we teach values which can change their lives.
I see. So the community you're in is a community of people who are generally poor people, and is there a lot of crime where you live and that sort of thing?
Yes, a lot of crime. I think at one time
A lot of.
we had them visiting
When
our
we started,
premise,
yes.
and they break in and they took the windows for the
Yes.
school.
The,
and
the doors.
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
When we started our school,
Yeah.
the window panes, they come and break the window panes, the window frames. They even take even the doors.
So one of the kids in your school, what would a normal day in their life be like? What would they wake up and they've got things they need to do? Who's there with them? What's important to them? What do they have to focus their energy on through a normal day?
Most of these kids, they are headed by another children because they
They're
are
raised by
orphans.
other children.
Yeah.
The children, they are child-headed family. Another child is heading other children.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, it's in the morning. To those who are coming to school, you need to do household chores. So some they do dishes, and if they're for the garden, they first do that before coming to school. So they come to school and spend the day with us. Coming back as well, they want to find food for themselves. So typically, that is the day look like for them. Yeah.
You got to find food. How do you find food when you're one of these students?
Yeah, so apart from what they can get at the school, because some they might have siblings back home, so usually it's going from family to family. It's knocking doors of other people, just asking, because they cannot fend for themselves. So they are relying on well-wishers, people who can help. Yeah.
So like they're begging or something? Is that what you mean?
Yes, kind of begging.
Most of them.
Yeah. Not all of them, but yeah, some of them they ended up going to beg. Yeah.
And are there? And you said most of the people in your community are also very poor.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, very good. Is there anything else that would be good to bring up or good to talk about while we have this time right now?
Yeah, nothing I'm thinking of, but just to thank the gesture that we are seeing from the company and the people from your side, how it is bringing smiles on the children. I think for me that is a huge thing, to see children able to play with others, to see them coming together. Yeah, it's something very transformational. What they couldn't do before, because otherwise they could be in the streets, but now they've got a place where,
or even in prostitution.
yeah, some would go for early marriages. Yeah, it's something that is huge, and also some could be in drugs. We have seen a lot of young people, even teens, doing drugs because they are idle, but just spending time at school doing sport and classes, it helps them to refrain from the temptation to take drugs and also to be in the streets. Yeah.
Very good. I think that's all, Tiange.
Okay, thank you.